Vivo in just a second here. Hopefully, Eric, can you check for me, please? Just in case. Wow, that was special.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Hunting. I'm just finishing up my Sweeto of the week. All right. The show's RPGrinders. This is Frank Amon with Eric RPG. We will be going on in about 12 minutes as soon as break gets here. We're going to have a great show for you guys, as always. Lots of news to discuss this week. What else? Did we already go? Yeah, we already went through the PlayStation. That's an old link, right?
Yeah.
Eric, we just need the Eki Lessons link, I think. I think that's new for Indie Gala.
No, that's new.
Oh, no, that's from
That's the last one, but it's still going on.
Okay, cool. What else? We're going to do round 2 of the greatest holiday movie of all time. We're going to finish that up next week because the following week we're going to, the last show we're going to go through our game of the year. What's up, Freak 5? Nice to have you in here, even though I'm going to exile you eventually. We are going to go through our games of the year. Look, for us, it's not necessarily something that
Why are we doing that this week?
Not this week, Eric. You're not listening. I said the week after next, the final show of the year. We're going to go over our picks for game of the year.
Let's see. Next week is the 15th, and then there's the 22nd, and then there's the 29th.
Oh,
so
shit.
A couple weeks.
What? Real? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Something's not adding up here, Eric. Hang on one second. Let me look. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Oh, shit. That's right. Well, look. We're going to do... So this week there are 5 Fridays in this week. So you're right, Eric. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. We are going to do... okay, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to finish up the tourney next week. The 22nd is just going to be a free-for-all topic. And the 29th is going to be our picks for game of the year, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how it's going to go down. Also, I will tell you, starting the new year, I know this is like jumping ahead a little bit. We are going to have a new segment. I'm kind of formulating the idea right now. And it's actually a pretty good one. I just have to name it. And
I have an idea for a segment.
Okay, cool. Then I'll listen to your idea off the air, Eric, and then we'll implement. That's how we do it here. So free-for-alls are going to be a little different starting next year. We might be a little less tourney heavy. That does not mean that we're going to get rid of the tourneys. We're still going to do them. But not as frequent. We're going to try to introduce a couple of new things, a couple of new segments, and see how those work. I have an idea for one. Eric has an idea. I'm sure Break has an idea. So we'll try everything at some point, and we'll see how it goes. And I think that's a great way of doing things. 1 week I can have my segment, and Eric can have his, and we'll go through and we'll figure out what works, what doesn't. It's not world ending, but it should be a lot of fun to start the new year. So hopefully you guys stick around on into the new year, and stuff like that. So, but we are going to have a great show for you all today, including I don't know, just a lot of craziness in the news. Las Vegas shooting, which I need to put down. Skodoma, what's up, man? Nice to have you in here. Um, Actually, it wasn't a school shooting. Just I just need to put LV shooting here. Okay, there we go. Um, just lots of news to talk about. Tons of news to talk about. Lots of happenings in the world of politics and pop culture and stuff like that. But I'm excited for next year already. Starting, like I said, Skodoma, I think you just joined in. But next year we're going to have new segments. We're going to do a few less tourneys and a little more, just to shake it up a little bit. We're going to be doing some new segments. So it should be a rollicking good time. I hope you guys will stick with us through the new year. And if you're listening on archives, get in chat, every Friday, 7 Eastern time on Twitch. So, I use the excuse that since I've been in exile all week and not spending any money, I was justified to spend the money to buy a Final Fantasy Pixel remaster for the Switch yesterday. I beat 1 earlier today, and I have started on 2. I remembered how shitty the leveling is when it comes to hit points, and even when using the boost to raise HP. After winning a set number of battles, it is still a pain. I think that's the reason why, honestly, Final Fantasy, that's one of the reasons Final Fantasy 2 is thought of as one of the worst, if not the worst Final Fantasy. Am I right, Eric?
Two, you don't even really level. You just fight until your stats increase.
Yeah. It's a shitty game, right, Eric? I mean, I don't think
the good thing about Pixel Remaster version of 2, though, is that even after the PSP releases, they found even more ways to make you less incentivized to hurting your own party in order to raise your HP.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, 2, I always thought 2 was the shittiest of the series. But
and the 2 is also kind of a balancing act, too, because if you raise your magic levels too high, you raise the cost of your spells, too.
Yeah. Doesn't say how many battles, and it doesn't seem to be the same number of battles for each character. Yeah, it's a balancing act, Freak 5, and I'm just not a fan of 2 at all. I loved all the Final Fantasy 9s, from Final Fantasy 9 and earlier, Skodoma says. 2 sucks, Skodoma. Go back and play that game. It's not great. I like 8 more so than most people. 9 is fantastic. I think 9 is one of the most underrated Final Fantasy games. I wish they would come out with a remake of that, to be honest with you. I think 9 would be phenomenal.
Well, supposedly it's happening.
Well, that would be cool. And they could give it the 3-part treatment or 2-part treatment. I'd be okay with that, too.
I don't think it's going to be to the same level of 7, though.
Well, see, that's what I want these games to get the same level as 7. Like, I think 6 would make a great game like that. I really do. I mean, if they use the same battle system and, stuff.
It wouldn't work that well for 9 anyways, because 9's more cartoony in nature. So
9 is cartoony, which is fine. I like it, though. I mean, they could do it. I mean, I'm sure they could. I bought it, so I'm going to beat it at least once, LOL. Yeah. Well, I mean, I see the reasoning, Freak 5. I mean, you want to get the most value for your money, no doubt. It's
$8, though.
Ugh, I know. Jesus. Yeah, that's
I already paid that price on Steam.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big price, man. I mean, I mean, if they
I hope the console and enhancements come to the PC at some point.
Yeah. Well, how many games is in that bundle, Eric?
6.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 1 through 6. Yeah. I would like them to give 4 the 7 treatment.
They progressively get more expensive to pay depending on the game.
Yeah.
One's the cheapest.
Yeah. Freak 5, I agree. I would like them to do 4, 4, 5, and 6 that way. I think they all would shine.
I don't think 4 getting 7 treatment will work because 4 is a relatively short game and there's not enough set pieces for that to work.
No, Eric. I'm not talking about making it a 3-part or anything. Just
I'm not
make
talking about that either. But like even the scale of 7 remake would probably be a lot to ask for.
Well, then split it up into 2 games. It's not too much to ask for. I mean, they did it with fucking 7. I mean, 7 was. I
That's
mean,
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they've run out of game to do it on that level. And
yeah.
so doing it on that level doesn't make sense, is what I'm saying.
I think it makes sense. I think you could do.
So, because like I said, there's not enough set pieces for them to do it like that.
Well, they can enhance those games, Eric. They don't have to stick strictly to the script.
They'd be better off doing a remake in the style of, let's see, probably the Super Mario RPG remake treatment.
No, I'm with Freak 5 here, Eric. He says, look how much they added to 7 in just a small
But
part
with
of the
more
beginning.
cinematics, like the DS remake of 4 was.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think there's enough there, Eric. And whatever, filler they need to put in, they could definitely do a great job. Look what they did with the first part of 7. I mean, 7 was not
If
that.
they did it in a way that, like, acknowledged the after years, but without actually going to the after years, let's just putting stuff out there that's foreshadowing for that, in case you wanted to count that as canon.
Yeah, I mean, why not add that in there too?
Like all the extra stuff that was put in the future, like stuff that wasn't in the original, but they could just acknowledge the fact that those places exist.
I agree. I totally agree, Eric. I mean, I think it could work. I mean, honestly,
Or
I
those
think
characters, for that matter.
yeah, no, I think they could work even as single games if they wanted to split it into 2 parts. In some cases 3. I mean, I think 6 could probably be a 3-parter if they did it correctly. Maybe 4, not sure on 5, but Skoma says 2 was hard but still fun. I couldn't.
I just think it would be harder to remake it on the scale of 7, mainly because of a complete lack of character development in a lot of these titles.
No, I understand that, but that's what
Like
they could
they
do.
introduce a character and then they give them some backstory and there's some side quests related to them, but beyond that, there's not much. And some characters just straight up don't have any, like the secret characters like Umaro and Gogo.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just think they could do it. I mean, they've got a team of people that could do a great job. They've got decent enough writers, Eric. They could add, a little bit of character development to all of those titles. I think it could work. Especially in my case, like I think 6 and 10. I think are my favorite Final Fantasies. 9. I think. Let's see, probably 6, 9, and then 10 in that order are my go-tos. Bernie, my keys are in that.
I'm just saying, and it'd make more sense, and they'd probably more likely do it, but they'd probably do for something like the Star Ocean 2R treatment.
Yeah. Let me check to see if maybe Break left me anything here. Come on, slow ass fucking Twitter. Let's see. Have you played Cyberpunk? Scotoma says. Scotoma, I've been busy with the Elijah McClain trial and a lot of behind the scenes asking for asking for information, and this is another week that I didn't play much of anything, to be honest with you. So the answer to your question is no. I really want to, but sometimes life gets in the way, man. That's just how it is, let me see. I didn't get anything from no, nothing in there. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, we're just waiting on break to get on in, and then we'll get started. Like I said, we got tons of news. Um, uh, they keep making it be.
Be what?
They keep making it better. Yeah, I know. I heard
Oh.
that, Scotoma. They keep making Cyberpunk better, and I did hear that. So doesn't even need to be as long as 7 remake, but the graphics getting a similar
I,
remake
I
would be
really
nice.
hate the Game Awards giving it the best ongoing game because no, they made the game the way it was supposed to be as they advertised when the game was announced. So they shouldn't get a pat on the back for that.
No, I know, but it like Scotoma says, it's getting better. That's something. It's better
I
than the.
know. I'm just complaining about the
Yeah,
game.
I know. I'm just saying, Eric, them making it better. I mean, it's like The Witcher 3. I don't know if you remember, Eric, but when Witcher 3 came out, it was horrible. You know, there was so much wrong with that game, and then they just turned it all around. I have a feeling they're doing the same thing with 2077. See, 2077 should have came out right about now, right, Eric? I mean,
Mm.
I think right about now would have been the perfect time to come out with Cyberpunk, but of course, you know, greed takes over, and they need to put out a product even if it is unfinished. You know, Freak Five says it doesn't even need to be as long as 7. See, that's what I was saying. It doesn't need to be long as 7 remake. It could be like one shot, right? Graphics getting a similar remake would be nice. Maybe in some content, add some content that takes place before the original, like what Cecil had to do to become the Dark Knight. See, that's what I'm saying. You were
Yeah,
talking.
that would be nice because, from what I understand, him becoming a Dark Knight was a relatively recent thing.
Yeah, yeah. So that's, you know, of course that would be great. You know, have a little more context and, you know, shit like that.
So he originally wanted to be a dragoon, I think,
Yeah.
but then the fake king urged him to become a Dark Knight.
It's been so long since I played those games. I gotta replay them. I really do gotta replay those games. But I think I'll get the Pixel remasters on, if there ever is a sale. I know how Square Enix is, but I got so much other shit to play. Like Skodom says, I could play Cyberpunk now, and I got Scarlet Nexus sitting here. I got Tales of Arise. I got, what else can I play? 13 Sentinels. I gotta finish Blair Witch, which has been pretty decent. I have to say. I know that game gets shit on all the time. But I'm enjoying the time I'm having with Blair Witch. Maybe we'll do that tonight, Bernie. What do you say?
Okay.
Blair Witch.
Is that from you or Susie?
That's for you, from Susie.
Okay, so it's not from you.
No, why would I send you something in the mail, Dorcas?
No, because it's.
What? No, that's something Suzette sends you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, then we sure.
All right. No, Eric, I think it could work, and I agree with Freak Five. I think maybe just making the graphics like 7, and then doing. I mean, I know it's a ground up type thing, but I mean, I think it could work. Honestly, I even if it's just one game and not a series of games. You know what I mean?
I don't think they'll make the graphics like 7. They'll probably go cheap and use the Dissidia like style. For those
Yeah,
characters.
I know, but it. Okay, I would be okay with that, Eric, but I really want the 7 treatment on all those games. I mean, that's really fucking cool. That's really cool. Let's add Breakman into the combo here, and then we'll get started. It's pretty badass, Bernie. What size?
XL.
Oh shit! If it was 2X, I'd steal it from you.
Well,
She got a really cool fucking Texas chainsaw. Did you tell Suzette that we sent her
yeah.
gift in the mail today? That's really cool.
Once we go on a day, we could both wear it.
Hey, Breakman, you there?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. You ready to rock and roll? We got lots of news to cover.
Hold on, I'm trying to load the news and I don't see it. Where's the share it with me? It's not. Huh?
Well, that's because you're stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, not again.
What? What?
Seriously, I can't find it.
You can't find it? What's going on?
No, it's not popping up for me. What the hell did I
It
do?
should. I don't see any reason why not. I mean, yeah.
Into pandas. What?
Huh?
What do you?
Into pandas about your what? A
What do you-
brief overview of
What do you?
shit list. Oh, here it is. RPGrinders format. It's like way down low. What happened?
I have no idea, bro.
It's weird. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff on here. Final Fantasy 15 fishing list. Trump's
what?
adherent. What?
I have no idea what's going on there, man.
Trump's adherent pardons and commutations. I did not put any of this stuff on
I-
here. I don't know where it came from.
I didn't put it in there. MLH is
Sure
about
you
to
weren't
wear.
drunk when you did
How
it,
dare
and
you,
don't
Scotoma?
remember?
Scotoma's exiled.
Frank got
I-
drunk
Son
and
of a
started
bitch.
jamming
I would
Trump like
love
fucking
that.
asshole.
Hey
God
guys,
damn
what do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think of Sean Gunn being cast as Maxwell Lord in the DCU?
What is that?
One of my regulars gave me a Christmas present tip.
Oh, Bernie is throwing money at me.
Nobody
Take
paid
it off.
attention to what I
Take it
said.
off.
Take it off. Get out of here. Bernie would be happy with that, Scotoma, but I wouldn't be happy wearing Bernie's underwear at all.
I'd like to see your bulge in my panties.
Yeah, you would love to see my bulge in your panties, Bernie? Jesus. Holy
Good.
shit. Okay, let me know when you're ready, Break. If you need a couple
I
minutes.
asked a question. Nobody paid attention.
I didn't
to
hear
it.
you, Eric. What did you say?
Sean Gunn's apparently going to be cast as Maxwell Lord in the DCU.
Sean, I don't have a problem with it. He's a good actor. I mean, what is he playing?
Maxwell Lord.
I don't even know that character. Who's that character?
It's one of like Wonder Woman's arch nemesis.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that. Go take your bath, Bernie. Get out of here. Those must be some really tight panties for Frank's How dare you, Freak 5? You son of a bitch, you're exiled. You both got an exile and we haven't even started the fucking show. Jesus Christ. It's going to be one of those shows.
I will tell you, Freak Fight. Frank's got a.
Get out of here and go take your bath. Just get out of here.
Thank you.
Get out of the studio. Go take your bath. Go
Thank
on.
you. That was my appearance.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Whatever. Okay. We heard you. Now get out.
We heard you not eat.
All right. Let me know when you're ready, Break.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
I guess you did, I think.
All right, here we go. And welcome everybody to Exile. I mean RPGrinders, episode 770.
Just exile everyone?
I know. Almost. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those shows. I'm your host, Frank Branch, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great and Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you? At least you guys haven't been exiled yet.
That's kind of sad. I didn't do anything. I've been well behaved.
No, I haven't exiled you yet, Breakman. I'm sure that's
Just
coming.
exile everybody.
I'm sure that's coming within probably 5-10 minutes of show start. So, I'll reserve judgment until then. But how you doing, Break? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm tired. It's been a long week.
Yeah, I know, man. Eric, how are you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Yeah. I was doing all right before I saw Freak 5 and Scotoma in chat, and then that kind of ruined my whole, my whole thing, man. But hey, at least I got a couple exiles.
Let's insult the only two listeners we have.
I
Good job,
know,
Rand.
our only two listeners, I know. That's not true. We actually have people from Japan that listen as well, but they never show
They're
up.
just writing down
live.
my name and how many times I fuck up, like that stupid bastard.
I know. They got a list like Steve Buscemi in that one movie where he's like putting lipstick on. He's like making a list of people that he's gonna kill, and he like crosses off people. Well, I can't remember what movie that was. Do you remember, Breakman?
Damn, I remember that scene.
Yeah, he's
Billy
like,
Madison.
Was it Billy Madison? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's like he crosses off Billy Madison's name because he was on that list because he picked on him in high school and all this shit, you know. So I think that's what's going on here, man. Freak5 says they are just bots that Frank paid for to try and attract advertisers. How dare you, Freak5? I've never asked for advertising
Frank
money.
didn't pay for them, I did.
See? I'm innocent, damn it. All right, let's get to the news because we got plenty of it and we got to get through it as quickly as possible.
It's the end of the year, God. Why news?
I know. Hey, Breakman, Eric said he came up with a segment and I've got an idea for a segment. If you could stick around just for a minute after the show, that'd be great.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you guys something after the show, too.
Okay, cool. Right on, man. All right, let's get going with the news.
RPG news.
All right, Eric, you're up.
The city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia is shutting down in February.
You don't say. One of these free-to-play games is shutting down, Eric?
Yeah.
Right.
It had a good run, at least. It was around for about 4 years.
Yeah, about 3.5 years. New segment. Bernie's ASMR.
Okay, so yeah, 2018. So that's 4 and a half.
You know what's funny, Eric? Like all these free-to-play games, like the only time I've ever heard of anybody
almost 5 years actually.
Yeah, if I've only heard of very few people playing any of these fucking games, and one of them is Breakman, who played that. I think you're still playing it, aren't you? Break that one Final Fantasy. What was it?
I haven't played that in a while.
But you did play it for a long time.
Oh, I played for a goddamn long time. Yeah.
What was the name of that game?
I haven't played a cell phone game in forever, actually.
I know. See, it's like, I mean, I know it's money grabbing, right? That's all it is. All of these are money grabbing, but you know.
Yeah, it's either you have to get. From all the games I've played on the phone, it's either you have to get like invested in them heavily, or it's a shit game completely.
Yeah, it's one or the other. There's no in between. You know, it's like. But that Final Fantasy game that you were playing sounded like you didn't even need to spend any money to have a great time, and that's you know.
But it did take a lot of investment to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because I had to build up the stamina bar, which took me many hours of playing just to get it up so I could do that.
He said it took many hours to get it up.
I know. I couldn't help it. I wasn't excited.
All right, Breakman, you're up next.
Okay, coming to us live from RPG site, Mama Drama. Wait, not Summers. Mama Dora?
Momodora.
Moonlit Farewell launches on January 11th, 2024. Wow, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a series of 2D exploration-heavy action games developed by the indie developer Bomb Service. I like that title name. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a combination of the Momodora series. It takes place 5 years after the events of the third one.
Momodora, yeah.
Momodora.
Momodora.
There's no A there, so it can't be Momodora.
I think it's Momodora.
Yeah, who are we to disagree with you, Breakman? You know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, this game will be Metroidvania. It'll be out next year soon. So,
it looks great. I tried to play a vid of it. Yeah, I tried to play a vid of it, but it's got like old school, graphics. Looks pretty good.
You can get Reverie Under the Moonlight on both, on pretty much every platform.
Yeah.
So that's something you can look into if you are curious about this game. And I don't think it's on sale currently, but I don't think it's much more than $10 at this point.
Yeah. Freak5 says, Break, there's a new free game on the Switch, F-Zero 99. It looks like the original game maps and cars you race against 98 other players. I did see that. You text me one day, Freak5, and I was I like F-Zero, and I always did like F-Zero, but the problem is I'm not great at multiplayer. And I told you this, and I know you're going to give me shit for it, but that's the reason that I'm not interested.
And I know this is like the not popular opinion, but I'm not an F-Zero fan.
Yeah, you did say you weren't an F-Zero fan, and you could be wrong. I mean, you've been wrong plenty of times.
I mean, I would still play the 99. I just don't have the online account with them right now. But if I did, I'd try it out.
I mean,
I like playing multiplayer like that. It's a lot of fun.
Isn't
like
Nintendo's
99 was fun, and
yeah.
Mario was it 38?
Yeah. Isn't
oh my god, that game was amazing. I miss that game.
Isn't Nintendo's service only like $20 a year? Something like that.
Or 50.
50 if you get the expansion pass.
Yeah. 50 if you get, but I think it's pretty reasonable. I mean,
I just hadn't had a reason to it. I hadn't been playing my Switch for a while.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next story. Fahrenheit 213 releases new trailer for side-scroller action RPG Tsuruguhime. I hope I pronounced that okay. Is that right, Eric? Tsuruguhime. Close enough. I was very, very close. At least closer than Breakman. As long as I'm closer than Breakman, I think I'm okay. So there you go. During the Indie Live Expo winter, they announced the game and a new trailer. So it's going to be released sometime in 2024. So that's all we get. We'll give you guys more details if they give us a release date in the future. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Eastward Octopia DLC launches on January 31st on Nintendo Switch and PC, priced at $5.99, £4.99 or 5.89 euros.
Yeah. Freak 5 brings up a good point here. He says here, it felt like a great achievement when I finally beat all the maps on F-Zero. I doubt I could do it now. See, I have the same feeling, Freak 5. Back in the day, people don't believe me, especially how shitty I am at games right now. But back in the day, I used to take like a buck, and I could beat Ghosts and Goblins in a buck or less, because you had to beat games like that on a buck or less, because you didn't have a lot of money for one, and two, you just learned. You had to learn. It took me a while to get to that point, and I spent plenty of money. The only thing
this article doesn't really expand on is that Eastward, I think, is also available on the Xbox and PlayStation 4, but they're not listed here for some reason.
Yeah.
And so the DLC for them is up in the air.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you're up next.
I need to make sure.
Eric, you're up next.
I'll look at it later, but Dungeon Travelers 2 Art 2 in Another World has got a release date, and out of the 3 Dungeon Travelers games that are coming out, only this one's coming to Steam because of issues related to the other 2 that apparently aren't in this one. But it's coming on February 15th, just before Valentine's Day.
Oh, look at that. How nice.
Anyways, 2024 for PC, Steam and Joren, where the other 2 games are going to be only on Joren, because Steam's rating system is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Because this isn't an hentai game, but it's because of certain qualifiers that they won't review internally to see whether or not they'll approve it. They just do a flat ban.
Is there any sex in it, Eric?
No, but there's like fan servicey stuff that would probably get it removed.
Nudity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that, man. Come on. Just put an M rating on it.
Steam is stupid.
They are stupid. You skipped a story, Eric, so we'll go with
what?
No, he did. He read that story. You made him do 2 in a row.
I did?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You read Eastward?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, shit. Well, sorry, Eric. All right. I'll read the next 2 stories then. I'll take my punishment.
It's on Xbox, but I don't know why it didn't mention the Xbox DLC. That's really weird.
All right. Well, natural progression is Breakman next, and then I'll do 2 stories.
Okay. Coming to us live from RPG site, Archetype Entertainment announces Exodus, a sci-fi RPG from BioWare veteran James Olin? Or Olin?
Olin, yeah.
Olin? James Olin. during the Gaming Awards 2023, which I didn't watch or give a shit about. So
Right.
out for the PlayStation 5 series. The Xbox Series is in the PC. There you go.
I'm interested in this game, Break,
In fact,
because
I think Eastward's on Game Pass, but it's leaving on the 15th, so you got a week to play it.
all right.
I want to see more of this. I'm looking at the screenshots.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
I mean, look at if you've seen the trailer, Break, it looks exciting. It's like a cinematic. It looks like a cinematic masterpiece. I'm not going to call it the next best thing since Mass Effect, but hey, it looks good. Slagar, what's up, my man? Nice to have you in chat.
This is the game that maybe BioWare's Mass Effect 4 should have been. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly. And I think it looks great, man. I mean, I can't wait.
Ex-BioWare devs would be like, we can't actually make a Mass Effect game, so we did the next best thing.
Right. Slagard, nice to have you in chat, sir. Nice to have you.
I started hinting at the next Mass Effect, so I'm thinking sometime in 2024 we'll get our first peek at it.
Yeah, and we'll finally get it in 2030. So
right.
There you go. All right.
And it'll become like Anthem and suck massively.
I know, probably, man. I'm excited for Exodus, man. I think it could be, and oddly, Wizards of the Coast is the publisher. This is the people that own Dungeons and Dragons, so that's interesting. That's really interesting. I'm totally down.
I feel about Wizards of the Coast being the publisher because they kind of suck as a company.
Well, they do, but maybe this is their way of getting back to being better.
They don't suck as much as Hasbro, who owns them.
Oh God, yeah, Hasbro really sucks. But I'm excited for this game, Break. It looks good. Really excited. Good. All right, I'm gonna do the next two stories. The first one, as soon as my Dealio comes up here.
Yourself. Oh, that's admirable, Frank.
Yeah, I know. Rise of the Ronin launches on March 22nd, 2024 for PlayStation 5. It was originally announced 2022 PlayStation State of Play presentation, described at the time as a, quote, combat-focused open-world action RPG taking place during Bakumatsu at the end of the Edo period. So, not bad. Let's take a look at...
I can't wait for this, because this is basically Neo, but with open-world gameplay. It's
basically... Oh, Neo, really? Wow. Okay, and Neo's a pretty good game, just hard as fuck, man. I mean, you know. Freak5 says, I'm still salty about some things F-Zero did. I did remember one race. I hit a jump and was pushed off the map to the right. I barely made it back on the map, and only because another car was further to the right and me hitting it pushed me back. The other car should have been destroyed. Huh?
Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, the other car should have been destroyed and out of the race, but nope, it zoomed past me a short time later. Don't be salty, man. Just get better. You know, that's all you got to do. Is get good. Freak5, sorry. You just sucked. This game looks great. I will say, Eric.
You gotta remember, you are playing this on Nintendo's online, so I'm sure lag is a component.
Yeah. Lag and other netcode being fucked up and all kinds of other shit, man. I talked to somebody that actually purchased Mortal Kombat 1 for the Switch. And I was like...
Did they have another choice?
Yes, they did. And I was like...
they still chose the Switch version?
Yeah, I looked at them and I'm like...
I wouldn't buy any version of that game, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't either.
You wouldn't because of microtransactions, but this is just like the inferior version.
Yeah, I know.
Or to some people I know, it's the funnier version because... At least if a bad game is going to be bad, it should look funny.
Yeah,
which this version apparently does.
Well, this is like when Mortal Kombat released for the consoles. There was the Super Nintendo Genesis version, but instead of getting those, you went out and got.
It wants to pay $10 for a 3-pack of DLC.
Yeah, I know.
For fatalities.
I know. One fatality for $10. Yeah. Well, look, I knew it was going there. I knew it was eventually going to be pay for fatalities with Mortal Kombat, which is shitty. But I looked at the...
It's so bad they didn't charge so goddamn much. Like, I understand them making new fatalities. Yeah. I think that's a cool idea, but how much they charge for them is the problem.
That's the problem.
They originally wanted $10 each for those
fuck
holiday-themed fatalities, but they decided that they were going to charge you $10 for 3 of them.
Yeah, and that still sucks.
Yeah, it's still too much.
I mean, it's just bullshit.
For fatalities in the period.
Yeah, you shouldn't be paying for fatalities. I agree. You should be paying for what I mean. You should be paying for characters. I can see paying for extra characters. Like if they want to charge you a 10 spot for 3 new characters. Like if they added, I don't know, if they added fucking Predator to the game. I mean, I wouldn't mind a 3-pack: RoboCop, Predator, and Terminator. That would be badass.
Characters, but like characters that were part of the universe shouldn't have to be paid all along.
I agree. I totally agree. It's bullshit, but that's what we get. Rise of the Ronin looks great. Let's move on to the next story, which I will do as soon as it comes up. No Rest for the Wicked is a new isometric action RPG from Moon Studios. It was
These
first
are the Ori people.
The Ori and the Will of the Wisp. This actually, I mean, there's some excitement around this game for sure because Ori was a great game that I never got to play, but I know it was a great game just based on what other people have said.
It's got like a medieval piracy / Bloodborne vibe.
Yeah, and it looks fucking awesome. No Rest for the Wicked. This is another game I'm really looking forward to. I obviously never buy anything brand new, and maybe I'm part of the problem why new IPs never succeed hardly. I will purchase it at some point if it's good. I mean, I just have too much in my backlog right now. Breakman, how many games that you can think of off the top of your head in your backlog that you could play?
In my backlog?
Yeah.
Shit. I still got backlog just from last Black Friday.
Yeah, I know.
On top of the shit, like I've got a case full of 360 games. I played like half of them.
Yeah, I know.
I wasted a lot of money on those games.
I mean, I still got if we're going back, I mean, I've got Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 I got to do. I got Tales of Arise. I got Elden Ring. I got Scarlet Nexus, Cyberpunk. I'm looking at my shelf. 13 Sentinels. Like, it's getting fucking ridiculous, man.
The polishing didn't start for me until like the disc era. You know what I mean? Like back when it was cartridges. Like, was there a cartridge you bought and never played?
No, never.
Yeah, me either.
Never. That is a weird dichotomy, huh? Like, and I think part of my problem too, Breakman, is the fact that I do wait for games to get cheaper. So I'll buy, 3, 4, 5 games at a time that are $5-10, and that puts me in a backlog automatically. Because some of these games are really long, like some of the RPGs. So then I get and I'm looking at my Nintendo games. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I still got to go through Xenoblade 2. What else? The Mario game on there. I mean, I got. Eric sent me. I haven't even touched Shin Megami Tensei on the Switch. So, I mean, I've got so many games, man. I could literally not buy games and be good for a year, but is that going to stop me from buying and playing games in the future? No, not even close. But it is what it is. So, No Rest for the Wicked will, and it looks really good. It'll be Steam in the first quarter of 2024 with the full release on consoles and PC sometime after. I'm excited for this particular game. I mean, I think Moon Studios is a great developer, and I'm hoping for big things for these guys. Skodoma says, I've been hunting for a new RPG character customization game. Let's see. Freak 5 says, we also had limited funds then and more free time. Yeah, that's true too. That's a great point, Freak 5. Like, we didn't have a ton of money. Plus, people forget that Nintendo games alone were costing $60, right? I mean, yeah.
I think I spent close to $100 for Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 3
was by 1994 standards. That was or 93 or 90. Whatever.
If you
Cards got expensive the bigger they got.
If you counted for inflation, Breakman, that game you'd probably have to pay $200, right?
Yeah.
Now for one game. So people bitch about $60 and $70 and $80 price points for games, but I mean, back in the day, we were paying $65 for games. I think Zelda was $70 back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but
I think the second Zelda was more expensive.
yeah, I'm pretty sure either the first or second was really expensive.
One of them was more expensive. Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah. All right, Eric, next story, please. Nexon.
Yeah, Nexon and Neopol unveil single-player action RPG, the first Berserker Kazan, which is a game based in the Dungeon & Fighter universe. And I wasn't really interested in Dungeon & Fighter, but if there was a game like this one that get me into it, it'd be this one.
Yeah.
But because Dungeon & Fighter is like a hack and slash, and it's a free-to-play game, and so there's microtransaction shit going on there. But this is a Souls-like game.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
And so it's like an anime medieval Souls game,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the cinematic for it. Are they gonna show me any gameplay here? Let's.
Yeah, they had some.
Let me see. Let me fast forward the trailer a little bit here. I mean, I like the style. It suffers from what Breakman and I always bitch about, darkness. You know, I mean, you got a great game. Don't you want people to see your environments and shit like that?
But Bloodborne can be pretty dark.
It is dark, and that is a problem with that game, Eric. But at least with Bloodborne, you have a lot of lore to think about, and your imagination runs wild, pretty much, you know. But here, it's just, I mean, it looks good. I mean, I like the style of it, but
all cell shaded.
Yeah, it's cell shaded, which I always enjoy cell shaded games, but you know, little dark. I mean, show us what you got, you know? I mean, fuck. It's like the difference between Diablo and something like Torchlight, right? I mean, not really comparable as far as games go, but Torchlight's so much brighter. You can see everything. Sometimes Diablo gets a little too muddled in the black, you know? I don't know. All right, Breakman, you're up.
Yay! I mean, okay, come to us live from our RPG site. Black Myth Wukong launches on October? What? On August 20th, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Do I need glasses or something? I'm looking at August and thinking October. Yeah, I don't know why. But that's the story.
Can someone tell me what the allure to Wukong is? Because I'm...
What is Wukong?
Wukong, I know it's a big, high-profile game, but from what I hear tell, it's like it's getting mixed reviews.
Well, they're the main character of Journey to the West, and the whole deal with Wukong is that he was basically a prankster, and he got cursed by the gods and had to do good deeds to become a hero and redeem himself.
All right, I understand. But the game itself is getting mixed reviews, am I right, Eric?
The game's not even out yet.
Wukong?
Yeah.
I thought this
Wukong.
This is this is it cuz isn't there a Wukong game out now, Eric?
This one won't be until August.
No, I know this one.
There's different games based on the Wukong.
Ah, okay, there's where the rub is cuz I mean, so is it a different developer? Or is it the same as the other Wukong game?
No, they're completely different.
Okay.
It's basically public domain, so why would it be the same developer?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how the fuck would I know Chinese fucking
Are you talking about the
public
new mobile
domain
game that came out?
I am not talking about the mobile game. I'm talking about a Wukong game that people were hyped about.
Yeah, this is that game.
What? All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'm wrong.
What?
I completely thought that that's where the confusion is then. I thought there was another Wukong game that already came out that got mixed reviews. I was wrong. I admit it. Okay. Coming in 2024, apparently, Wukong, Black Myth. So, there you go. All right, Breakman, next story, please.
Coming to us from this launching RPG site. Ys Origin receives new language update on PC over 10 years after Steam launch. Wow.
Jesus. I played this game and beat this game. It's pretty good.
It's currently on sale, 75% off.
Yeah, it's good.
But let me see. It now supports French, Italian, German, and Spanish. There you go.
Yeah, any Ys game is pretty good.
Frank, I think I understand what your confusion is. 'Cause
Okay.
you were talking about the developer of Game Science being a weirdo.
Yes.
And it wasn't about the game being out, though. It was about controversy surrounding his rather colorful Twitter profile.
I got you. Okay, because I know we talked about Wukong before. I just didn't know which context. All right, let's see. Okay, this is my story. Monster Hunter Wilds announced coming in 2025. Why are we even fucking talking about this? I have no idea. Not coming out till the year after next.
It is an open world Monster Hunter game, so that's interesting.
Yeah, but Eric, 2025. This is a story.
So much can happen between now and then.
I mean, it looks.
You want to put money on this now that it gets delayed until 2026?
I would almost guarantee it. Almost guaranteed. I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks awesome. I mean, it's sort of cel shady, I guess. I don't know how to explain that style, Eric, but looks good.
I don't think that's cel shading, dude.
That's why I said it looks cel shady. I didn't say it was cel shaded, Eric. You got to pay attention to the words. You know, it's got a different look. It's not like normal. It's not like real. It's not cartoony. It's just different. It's sort of like Borderlands is not a good example because that is cel shaded. Trying to think of a game that looks similar. It looks different, but that's cool. I mean, new Monster Hunter game. All right, Eric, next story.
I almost dropped my drink. Oh well. Visions of Mana has been announced, and it's coming to everything except Switch because this game wouldn't run on that thing because they took the concepts from Trials of Mana and just cranked it up to 11.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. One thing that did bother me was that Kikuta is one of the composers. Like, and I already told you how I feel about that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you before, Eric. We've had these conversations. If we didn't play anything or buy any movies or rent any movies or didn't watch movies or games because of a person that was attached to it, I mean, we could probably not watch anything, right? I mean, if we found out that somebody was, I don't know, for instance, Elf. If we found out Will Ferrell was an asshole, I mean, it wouldn't sour that experience.
Also,
but it would
saying
just
is that I kind of wish they had gotten Shimamura or Kenji Ito to do the soundtrack for the game.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, OJ was a complete piece of shit, but we shouldn't go down on Bills fans, right?
Right,
I mean,
that's exactly right. That's how I feel. And it's like the argument with Lawrence Taylor, for another analogy. I mean, he was a big cokehead. He was a piece of shit while
I'm
he
not
played.
saying don't play the game because of him. I'm just kind of soured on it.
No, I know. I hear you, Eric.
But it's a bad taste in my mouth.
No, you have every right to feel that way. I mean, I feel that way when I play or watch a movie, or it's, for instance, Jeepers Creepers, right? That guy was a complete fucking piece of shit that directed those movies, but I really like Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. 3 sucks, and that Abomination that they came out with was horrible, the remake. But, I mean, I still like those movies, even though he's a completely, complete piece of shit. But, whatever. All right, break. Next story, please.
Or how about this? Michael Jackson was a great musician.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's still up in the air whether he.
Thriller's still a great song.
Yeah, the album is the great.
That.
Thriller, yeah. The album is the greatest album of all time. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's just, I mean, not going to stop me from listening to Michael. I mean, R.
Kelly is literally a rapist who shits on women, but he was a good singer. I mean, you can't get rid of.
That's a great analogy.
The flies.
What I want to know is like the free VR update to Resident Evil 4. Like, does that work with all VR headsets on the PC or what?
I don't know.
I know
it's a good question.
I know the PS5 version uses the VR too, but I'm guessing you're your host if you play the Xbox version.
It's a great.
But I have no idea what the situation was for PC.
That's a great great analogy, Breakman. I really like that one, man. He's you can't take it away from somebody if they're talented. It's like Kobe Bryant cheated on his wife, but he was one of the greatest ballers of all time. It's like you just can't deny it. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm nodding my head like anybody can see what I'm doing right now.
I know.
I feel like nodding my head. Like, yep. Oh, wait, no,
All right, Break. You get the last story, man.
Oh shit! I wasn't even prepared for the honor of a new last story, which is
owner of a lonely heart. Don't bounce. Owner of a. You remember that song, Break?
Yeah. Owner of a lonely heart.
Yeah.
It's much better than an owner of a broken. Whatever.
Yeah.
Coming to us live from Yomatsu, Sega announces new Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Jet Set, Radio Shinobi, and Streets of Rage games. God damn!
Yes.
Games here.
And more. They planned on doing even more than that.
That's fantastic.
Maybe they'll finally bring Shining Force back.
Oh, that would be a good one. I'm down. I'm down for.
I would love a new Shining Force.
Yes, I'm down for Crazy Taxi.
Give me the old ones while you're at it too.
Scotimus says
on some like compilations. Like I was playing.
I'm talking about like 3 because we never got all of 3.
Yeah. Scotimus says, I just know the Steam VR works with all the Steam VR games. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm jealous that people have VR. I want VR.
I know. Freak has had VR forever, man. And I never jumped on that bandwagon, but I was always kind of curious. Oh, look, here's Road Dogs Media. He's exiled.
I don't know how I feel about 3D Golden Axe or Street Rage. It feels kind of, especially the Golden Axe game, it looks kind of basic.
Yeah, I like Golden Axe though. I mean, I always did. Shinobi was great. Streets of Rage, I don't know.
Shinobi looks great though, because like
we've seen a lot of beat 'em ups come back and be basically a lot better than they used to be. I mean, for instance, like the old Turtles games, those were great fun back in the day, but compare them to the new Turtles game, and it's just like, wow, this is a lot better fighting or a lot better brawler.
So they gave Shinobi the Strider treatment. It looks like Eric, and that's okay.
It looks more like that, but laced with the ukiyo-e art style.
No, it's fine. I mean, I think it looks great, like you said. Streets of Rage, I'm okay with that. I mean, shit, sweet.
And I'm sure my brother is gonna go freak after the Crazy Taxi news.
Yeah, Crazy Taxi.
He likes that series.
I've been working here for a while, as you tell Breakman.
I don't know
pay
how
attention.
much we need Jet Set Radio, considering we've got a game that's basically like Jet Set Radio and Cyberpunk Bomb Funk or whatever the fuck it was called.
You've been here for a while, Road Dog. Shows how much I pay.
Rush Bomb Funk.
That just shows how much I pay attention to you, Road Dog, which is all the attention you should get. You son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Jodima says I want a new Gauntlet, and I say yes.
Yeah,
I've said many times if Arcade One Up would finally fucking make a Gauntlet machine, then I'd finally get one.
Oh, really? You would get the Gauntlet machine? Really? Wow.
Gauntlet 1 and 2 on a 4-player arcade? Yes.
Who the fuck would you play with it, Mrs. Breakman?
So hurtful, Frank.
You get mad at each other for shooting the food.
I know. Stop shooting the food, you son of a bitch! Yeah, exactly.
I like to do stuff like play the warrior just so you can like block the road.
I know it pisses people off. It's like
Self is like walking up against you, like, come on, man, like move. Like, no.
Get the hell out of the way. What the hell is wrong with you?
Just watching the life bar tick down, like, no.
Nah, I think I'm okay.
Jeez.
Anybody have any homie discounts this week?
I had one.
All right, let's hear it.
I got a shitty one. The 12 days of Best Buy's 12 days of Christmas has been shit, but it's shit except for one day, and they only have 1 day left.
Yeah.
We got another Arrowgate bundle on Indiegogo, and it's called the Master and Princess bundle. And for $5, that the early $3 price was already passed because that was only like a couple hours long. But you get Chronicle of a Bitch Girl, which we talked about before.
My dick is too big. You gotta fucking say the whole thing.
Too large, not big.
Oh, too large. Sorry.
Yeah, Chronicle of a Bitch Girl, my dick is too large. The Diary of the Cheating Young Married Woman, Yuka. Nasty sex friend with plump girlfriend. Perfect plump ugly. Mon Musu Master. Wizard Girl Anzu. Dragon Princess Anastasia. And Mon Musu Quest.
Anastasia.
Either way is correct, actually.
Anastasia?
Anastasia.
All right, whatever. Continue.
Runaway Princess. It depends on how the game wants to go about it.
Greg. Break will start having kids so he will have people to play Gauntlet with. That's so mean, Freak 5. You're exiled for that comment, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
Truth hurts.
How dare you, Freak 5? Yeah, I'm sticking up for you, Break, man. You see? I mean, you got it. I know Sony's running their last sale of the year right now. It's pretty much the same sales as before. I'm not going to go over them. Did they, Break, you said you had one?
Yeah, Best Buy had their 12 days of Christmas, and it was mostly junk. They've only have 1 day left. I think they have soccer today, and then whatever tomorrow's mystery sale is. But they had, holidays, they had, I think, Spider-Man for half off, and that was the only good sale I saw.
Wow, and that's not even
and I don't
great.
have PlayStation, so that didn't do shit for me.
I know. The pronouncement depends on how you fap. What does that mean, Scotoma? Jesus.
Would you fap too, or like how do you?
I think he's talking about the Anastasia name.
Oh, I got you. The pronouncement
you mean
depends.
Like you're like hold your balls while you're doing it? Or...
You're tickling them while you're doing it.
You're tickling your balls while you're doing it, or what you're watching.
Frank wants to have kids to show him how to turn on. How dare you, Road Dog? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. I'm making up for lost time, Road Dogs. I didn't even see you sneak into the chat, you son of a bitch. All right, let's continue on here. Why are my... God damn it, what the fuck is going on here? Holy shit. Okay, here we go.
Inquiring minds want to know.
What you been playing? What you been playing, Break? I know it's been Mad Buggy. What you playing, Break, man?
What's going on? You're like suddenly like swearing and stuff, and just what happened?
Yeah. If you guys could see my screen, I'm like you when you were nodding your head, Breakman, like in agreement. Nobody could see you. I'm sitting here like looking at shit and like nothing is there. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Okay. All right. What have you been playing, Breakman?
I didn't have time to play that much.
Freak 5 is exiled, by the way.
I was wondering if you're gonna comment on that one. Mostly Dungeons 4. I fucking love that game so goddamn much. The third one was great, and the fourth one just like picks right up where it left off. Like it's just with new stuff. It's the same fucking game just with new stuff, and it's just I love it. Love it. You
know what I don't love? Road Dog Media. You're exiled, you son of a bitch, and so are you, Skodoma, son of a bitch. All right.
Skodoma, you like the real-time strategies like I do. If you haven't tried Dungeons, you got to try Dungeons.
Yeah. Try it. Oh,
it's fun because it's basically you get the not just like the overworld map where you're getting resources. You get your underworld map where you build your dungeon and the heroes come in and you can torture them and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you've been playing, Break?
No, I just like killing the heroes because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I think you loved that game Overlord, right? You were kind of...
Never played Overlord.
Oh, Overlord was pretty fun, man. You just you were an asshole, but a fun asshole, But all right, every time I think of you, what are you laughing at, you son of a bitch?
Repeat what was said in chat.
I'm at Best Buy's website and I can't find that 12 days or whatever.
Freak 5 is exiled again, you son of a bitch. Don't worry, I'll get to you, Freak 5. You anything you say pretty much is exile material, you son of a bitch. All right, let's Breakman. Let's see, Eric, what have you been playing?
I played Lords of the Fallen 2014, beat that, and now I'm working on Lords of the Fallen, the new game, and that's a much better game, but it's got some performance issues, especially on the Xbox, that still haven't been fixed yet, because I guess it's a big enough problem that it's taking them a while, and they're patching other things instead.
Road Dog's exiled again, you son of a bitch.
Because, I think it's a issue where there's a memory leak, or there's just memory bandwidth caps that are just easily met because there's too much shit on the screen when you're in Umbral, or when there's too many enemies in the area that's open. It fares better in the more closed spaces, but there are also hitches because I think the game has some bad frame pacing issues that they need to iron out.
You got it on the Xbox and not the PlayStation?
I should have gotten it on the PlayStation because apparently, even though they're still there, they're not as prevalent. Because the frame depending on, I think it depends. The longer you play the game, the more likely it is to happen. And because memory doesn't get dumped, and unlike Dark Souls, they aren't doing weird tricks where they'll reduce the draw distance of visible enemies on the screen, or like in Elden Ring's case or in Dark Souls' case, they'll have the enemy being animated at a lower frame rate when they're far enough away. Because that can cut down on resource use.
Breakman is exiled, you son of a bitch.
The game doesn't do that, and then most enemies are visible on the screen and they're active, and there's the whole Umbral world thing that's taking... So that's loaded into memory. I guess it's just too much for the console to handle.
I don't understand that.
But probably do more so than the fact that they haven't optimized it well enough to handle that load.
Yeah, they should. There's enough horsepower there. I've seen...
because Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart can do it. I don't see why this... I mean, this game's doing it on a larger scale, but they should be able to scale to that.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why not.
I think they knew it was a problem, but they had to launch the game, and they'd fix it later.
Yeah. All right, anything else you've been playing, Eric?
But I've been having fun with it, despite that problem.
Yeah.
And apparently a temporary workaround now is to just quit out the game, and it will obviously dump the memory because you're not playing it anymore.
Yeah. Is this a remake of the 2014 game, Eric, or what is this?
No, it's a sequel. It doesn't really acknowledge the events of the first game, but I mean, it's kind of like a soft reboot in the sense certain things happened back then, but there's been no direct references to characters from that game. Okay. The only thing that really has connection to it are the Rogar and Edir, which is like the demon god, I guess.
Rodog's exiled, son of a bitch. Don't agree with him.
Well, I was asking a question. I mean, geez.
Yeah, right, Breakman, you son of a bitch. Exiled again for being an ass.
It's definitely what the first game should have been, because the first game's biggest problem to me, other than the technical and game design issues, was that the character design was just ugly. Everybody is a big meaty man, and the voice acting was terrible, and it felt like I was playing a Warcraft game, but with none of the appeal of Warcraft attached to it.
Yeah. It was kind of a soulless game.
And despite the fact that it plays like a Souls-like, I feel like that was like an 11th hour decision they made during development, because it felt like it was supposed to be a completely different game before they switched gears, and then they tried to retrofit a Souls mold into it after the fact.
Yeah, Road Dogg is exiled. Son of a bitch.
Work that well.
Yeah, you're exiled, Road Dogg, you son of a bitch.
Now they've gone full Souls-like, and it's a much better game for it.
Well, that's cool. I remember playing Lords of the Fallen and not liking it all that much. It like you said, it was kind of wooden, right? Like it's kind of soulless. Warcrafty, like in that vein, and it just didn't. It fell flat. It's just not good. So I'm glad to hear that they made it better, Eric. That's good. Anything else, Eric?
No.
I literally played 10 minutes of Blair Witch because I
played a tiny bit of Dragon Quest Monsters 3, but I haven't really gotten into it that much.
I mean, the same here. I played literally 10 minutes of Blair Witch because I had people call me, or I had to go do something, or I had to, just another fucking week of not being able to play much, which sucks.
I was thinking about playing more Monsters while listening to the 3-hour video essay that H-Bomber got. No, the near 4-hour video essay the H Bomber guy put out of a YouTube plagiarist journalist guy named, I think his name was like Scott J something, whatever.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. You know what?
people are talking. No, James Somerton, I think, or someone. People have been talking about him on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what else people have been talking about, Eric? Exiling Road Dogs and Brakeman, you sons of bitches.
The length of the video is basically twice the Tommy Tellerico video called Roblox.oof.
Oh, wow.
.mp3.
Yeah. Road Dogs exiled again, you son of a bitch. All right, let's and Freak 5. What the hell is wrong with you, Freak 5, you son of a bitch? What the hell is wrong with chat today? Chat, you're exiled. And Brakeman too. You're part of that, you son of a bitch. The only person that hasn't been exiled is Eric. So you just keep that in mind, you sons of bitches. All right.
According to freaking chat, see?
Oh, Jesus
He somehow
Christ.
found a way to hurt himself with safety
How
scissors.
dare you, Freak 5, you son of a bitch. All right, let's continue on with reviews.
Well, I mean, the blunt end, if you get somebody who goes hard enough, it'll probably hurt.
Shut up, Eric. Don't make me exile you. I really don't want to, man. Son of a
I wasn't
bitch.
talking about you. I was just talking about scissors.
I know, but the implication is there that you could possibly potentially hurt yourself with, safety scissors. How dare you? Slagar, yes, I see you, dude. I've been seeing you in there. Yeah, you fuckers, he says. See, Slagar hasn't got exiled either, so there you go. Brakeman is exiled again, son of a bitch. All right, let's move on to reviews. Brakeman, do you have any reviews this week?
Yeah, I could, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't want to. That sounds ominous.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Skodoma, you know what you are. You're exiled, you son of a bitch. All right. You don't want to. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. There's nothing in the contract that says you have to review every week, Brakeman. So you're good. Eric, yeah, I didn't see you have anything at all.
No.
Okay, I do. And I know Eric already saw this movie, but Godzilla -1. I'm going to do it spoiler free, and I'm going to tell you this is probably the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. It is fantastic. It's great. I only have two very, very minor caveat things. It had a kind of a Hollywood ending at the end, and there was one other thing that I did. Yeah, there was, and it was a little too predictable for me. But these are minor fucking nitpicks on Godzilla -1. It is fan-fucking-tastic. You have Godzilla fucking being Godzilla and actually being a badass and fucking up buildings and trains and being mean-looking and, just vicious, which is what Godzilla should be, and kicking ass. And in my book, this is the greatest Godzilla movie ever made. And I really loved Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I loved Godzilla versus Kong. I love the old school Godzilla movies. I'm a huge Godzilla guy. But this -1 is fan-fucking-tastic. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's almost a perfect Godzilla movie, and everybody should watch this movie. I heard comparisons to Grave of the Fireflies, which I can definitely see in this movie. I've heard comparisons to some of the older Godzilla movies, including the first Godzilla movies. All are right on the money. This movie tops them all. It's a great movie, and everybody should watch this movie. And they should watch it on the big screen, too. I never really recommend going out to the movie theaters because I think they're expensive, and for all the reasons that people have stopped going to the movies. But this movie is one event that I don't think anybody should miss on the big screen. It is fantastic, and I haven't been to the movies in months to see anything. So this is a big one, and I'm glad it's doing well at the box office. It's a fantastic movie. Everybody should watch it. It's great. King of the Monsters was good, Slagar, no doubt whatsoever. And Godzilla is the
Sorry
king,
for
Breakman.
coughing earlier, but Water went down the wrong pipe.
It's all right. It's all good, man. All right. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman. Your Stinko
Let's see here,
of the
I
week.
just had to load up my Stinkos here.
I love that. You have to load them up because there's so many of them.
Yeah, because I forgot. Like, well, if I don't, I forget. I'm like, there was something about cops over the weekend that happened, and I forgot it, and I didn't write it down, so I don't have it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked many times about how crooked the Republican Party is in Ohio, and another one of the people that Mike DeWine placed in position has been indicted for the biggest scandal in Ohio history. Another one of the people that he hired when he was warned about these people being corrupt. And you know who's not going to be punished for any of this corruption?
Who?
Mike DeWine.
Yeah.
The ringleader of it all is just going to walk away scot-free.
Yeah. Remind me about corruption, Breakman, when it gets to...
The biggest
to my
Ohio
turn.
corruption scandal is there's a guy, there's a corporation that was trying to get... I forget how
Let's go to why you're exiled, you son of a bitch.
Basically, they gave the politicians a lot of money. It was an energy company, a nuclear power plant, I believe, they gave them a lot of money to get funding from the government and stuff like that. So it was the biggest scandal in Ohio history, and so far only I think 4 people now have been indicted for it. But it's one of those things where we know like everybody was involved.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but we have the judges that are crooked too, and yeah.
Well, let me expound on that a little bit, because I did have corruption as one of my stinkos of the week, break, and I got to thinking about corruption, and the only time that politicians ever hold other politicians accountable for their actions is when they steal from donors. And if it's anything other than that, it's a slap on the wrist, or it's washed under the rug, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it nothing happens. That's and don't laugh at him, Breakman. I'll exile you again, you son of a bitch.
Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage him. That's right. Don't encourage him. So, and I've been thinking a lot about corruption, and there's, as a layperson, there really is not anything you can do to combat it, right? Mm-hmm. Because you could vote till your voting fingers and eyes are burned or rubbed till kingdom come, and you could get the proper people in, but they always end up being shitty. Just look at people on the Democratic side, like the Squad, who talked a big game. And
speaking of people like that, the corruption and people switching parties after getting elected.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate form of corruption. Yeah. You completely lied to everybody that supported you.
Well, look at Kirsten Sinema. She ran on progressive policies like, raising the minimum wage and all this great universal health care and all this stuff, right? Rooting out corruption and all that. And what does she do? She votes down every fucking thing. She became the female version of Joe Manchin. And you know who Joe Manchin is, freak. And
he's retiring, thank God.
Oh yeah, but somebody worse is going to get put in there. I mean, it's inevitable. So I got to thinking about corruption, and corruption begets corruption. I mean, it happens every time. There is nobody in Congress that you can trust. Nobody, not one. Name me one person that you think you can trust in Congress, and I'll point to that person and say that person is corrupt as fuck. Is it Ted Cruz? No, he's corrupt. In fucking Cancun, while his fucking state is fucking freezing, and his cities, you can point to somebody like Mitch McConnell, who's done nothing but fuck over the American people for centuries, it seems like. You can point to Nancy Pelosi, who's corrupt as fuck and did insider trading, which I got news for everybody. 90% of all Congress does insider trading. Anytime that that something is going to happen, and you hedge your bets, you take money back, or you pour money into something, or you tip off somebody else. That's insider trading, and you're privy to that information before anybody else. So don't give me this bullshit that Nancy Pelosi beat the stock market every fucking time, because nobody is that good at the stock market.
They have checks and balances, and we have like ethics committees and stuff like that. You know what the punishment is when they get caught doing stuff like that?
Yeah.
A fine.
Yeah. Fines, little fines like $10,000 to these multimillionaires that mean fucking nothing. They could pull $10,000 out of their fucking seat cushions. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're pulling pennies out of our seat cushions and thinking that's fucking awesome, and we put them in a jar and we save up this fucking jar for years on end to get like $50 at the end of it. These motherfuckers are pulling $10,000 out of their seat cushions or shit like that. That's the equivalency that we're talking about here, Breakman. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Corruption begets corruption. Scotoma, name me a Republican you think is honest, and I'll call you a fucking liar, because there's nobody.
That's you mean Pelosi 2.0.
Yeah,
I think the
exactly.
honest Republicans are the ones that get beaten their elections, so you don't actually see them.
Yeah, and Democrats the same way. They're all the fucking same. They're all the same. So
they work for their donors. They don't work for this country. They don't work for the people. They work for the people who are paying them.
Yeah, the donors. It's the fucking donors. And then every time something comes up about insider trading, Nancy Pelosi shuts it down. The Republicans shut it down or don't even bring it up. If there's anything about term limits or anything to do with their money, it's off limits. We are not fucking gonna get anywhere with any of these people, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, period. Sorry, Breakman, to cut off your point, but continue on.
What? I don't think I had a point.
Did you have any more? Stinkos?
We're still on Stinkos, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Stinko. No, you're fine. Well, let me see. Do I have any more on corruption? Well, we found out the retail industry has been lying to us as a whole. They're claiming that they're losing, what is it? U.S. retailer groups retract claim that half of the $94.5 billion inventory loss was from theft, which was what they've been claiming.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're getting some real numbers.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the companies that was claiming it. Walgreens was coming there that lost half their money to theft. In reality, it was 2.5%.
Yeah. Well, look, this is built into their DNA. Corporations, Breakman. Every company claims a certain amount of losses. They never lose their losses, right? They always have these loopholes that they can go to the federal government and say, "Let me suck on your tit, government, because I know you're going to give me all this money back and more." I.e., fucking FedEx and Amazon, who got fucking refunds for the past 2 years now, since COVID, before COVID dropped. These Amazon, Walmart, which, by the way, never pay their fair share of taxes to begin with. So not only now are we, quote unquote, benefiting from their awesome prices, but we're fucking paying them to stay in business. Yeah, Skonoma says it right. Government milk. Suck on those titties. Get that government milk and cheese, because, I mean, the feeling's right. But yet people have a problem with normal people getting fucking welfare if they're struggling, or food stamps, or any type of fucking help. You know? It's not the fucking people that's the problem in this country. It's the fucking corporations that are fucking welfare recipients, however you want to fucking look at it. They take more welfare than any fucking, quote, welfare queen in this fucking country. I mean, it's just facts, and it's sad. It fucking sucks. So, what else you got, Break?
Let me see here. Let me see. What have I got? Speaking of corrupt people, Ken Paxton he's decided he is. We already knew he's a scumbag. Now we know he's one of the worst human beings in fucking existence.
Wow, that's saying a lot, Break.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. Listen to what he's doing. Let me find a story here. He is. I just had it. Where is it? Shit! I just had it again, and I clicked off of it as soon as I clicked on it. He is going to sue the doctor who is going to give abortion to Kate Cox. So, like, he's threatening to sue the abortion doctor. Now, what's going on is there's a woman, Kate Cox, who is pregnant, and she has. Let me see if I can find it in the story somewhere. Trisomy 18. A fatal chromosomal condition, as well as other health issues, including a spinal abnormality. Continuing the pregnancy could threaten Cox's life and future fertility.
Yeah.
So she sued to get an abortion. And she won a stay in court to get an abortion. In which point Ken Paxton has gone scorched earth to stop it. He is threatening the hospitals across the state. And, you know, it's saying that this judge doesn't know anything about health or anything like that. Of course, like, he does. Like, he's acting like he's the expert. But, yeah, there's a woman who is literally fighting to save her life, and he is doing everything he can to stop it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's plenty of people.
This is not a baby. This is a dead fetus that is in her body.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not going to end well for her if she does not get the abortion.
Right, but you got people like Paxton, like, oh no, you're gonna have that fucking dead baby whether you die or not. Fuck you. Who are you?
Yeah, I was gonna put Paxton on my stinko, even though I forgot to list it there.
Yeah, who the fuck are you? What else you got, Break?
Yeah, what a just absolute fucking scumbag.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Everybody, every political position in Texas is a scumbag. You got Cruz, you got Abbott, you've got Paxton.
This is inhumane. This is a level of low that is horrific, because, like, literally he's saying that your life is not important at all. I'm going to do everything I can to fight to make sure that your life is in jeopardy.
Yeah, it's just madness. It's madness, Breakman. It's fucking madness. What
Speaking
else you
of
got?
madness,
Yeah.
You want to hear the newest far-right conspiracy?
Oh, let's hear it. I love conspiracy
The newest
theories.
far-right conspiracy is that Pornhub is hypnotizing its straight male users into becoming gay or trans.
That's how that works.
That's like the water turning us gay too, man, or the frogs gay. You know, it's like, come on, man. Where do you?
Frank, you can't watch Pornhub anymore. We can't turn
shit. Well, good thing.
You're
Good
the
thing.
X-hamster for now.
turn gay.
Good thing I have alternatives like RedTube and X-hamster. You know, I mean, oof, man, I'm gonna have to avoid the old Pornhub. Not.
Yep.
So stupid, man. I mean, these fucking conspiracy theories are whack, man. I hate them. I hate all conspiracy theories. They're not helpful for anybody.
And the problem is, it's usually our government officials that are coming up with these fucking things.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this is: far right, Republican extremists,
right,
some crazy wacky shit.
Yeah, or they'll amplify something that they see on one of the dumbest websites ever and amplify that message. It's so dumb, so stupid. All right, what else you got?
Staying on the gay path, we know Russia has just basically made it illegal to be gay, to the extreme point where My Little Pony is now considered an R-rated television show in Russia. My Little Pony.
Good job, Russia. That's a way to treat your citizens. Bigotry and hate and making My Little Pony a rated R TV show. Yeah. Good job,
like they've
Russia.
Been cracking down. Like it's horrible what's going on, and just shows how completely absurd it is. It all is. And speaking of absurd and gay, and not a shock at all, because apparently our worst enemies are always closeted gays. That's why I'm stopping with that shit. One of the founders of Moms for Liberty has been caught in her own fucking sex scandal.
One of the Moms for Liberty thing, I saw that.
Yeah, one of the founders of Moms for Liberty, which is cracking down on, anything gay, essentially. Fucking hypocritical liar. Piece of shit.
Scotoma, You can't make a straight man gay and vice versa, dude. That's what you don't get, dude. Like you're
Huh?
born the way that you're born.
You
You're
can
either
push an algorithm all you want to try and make somebody gay, but it's not going to work.
Hey, Scotoma, I'm as straight as they
mean,
come.
You can go like prison and be prison gay, I
Read up
guess.
some
Like,
neurology books.
doing it against
No,
your will.
no. Check this out. I've been watching Pornhub almost since its inception, and there's not a gay bone in my body, Scotoma. It didn't turn me gay, and I've seen tons and tons
Exactly.
and tons of porn
Having
on Pornhub.
dysphoria is just like being born deaf and mute.
It's absurd to think that, man. How can anybody believe that's true? It's patently absurd. All right, what else you got?
Nonsense, Scotoma. You need an education.
Scotoma, this one, I mean, this is a stretch too far, Scotoma, honestly, man. There's no algorithm that makes a straight person gay, dude. You're either born gay or you're not. The end. That's the end of the discussion. There's nothing else. Nothing else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say. What else you got, Breakman?
Another. Her and her husband are caught in a scandal. Basically, she's bi, apparently. So.
But here's the thing. That's not a scandal.
So she
you know what?
decided that it's wrong to be gay for other people, but not her.
I don't understand. It's okay. Look, sexuality is sexuality. If you and this was to me, this was a non-story, Breakman, because if you're having a threesome, that sounds like a good time to me, doesn't it, Bernie?
Woo!
So what's the problem there? Is it the fact that it's two women or two guys or whatever? I mean, what's the problem as long as they're consenting adults? Like, this is one of the most benign stories of corruption I've ever fucking heard, but yet they're the ones saying all the bad stuff about gay people and this and that and the other.
Yeah, like,
it's like, come on, man.
the books are making kids gay and stuff. Well, they didn't have those books when she was in school, so what's her reason? How'd she turn out gay, huh?
So, Scotoma, you're
I
telling
didn't
me...
have those books when I was a kid either.
So
Did they make
Scotoma...
those for you, Eric?
Yeah. Hey, Scotoma, tell me, if you've seen Pornhub, are you in any shape, form, or fashion? Even if let's say you happen to see some gay porn that pops up on your screen, and you're not quick enough to push the button really quickly. Did that make you gay? I mean, like, seeing it, does that make you gay? No, man. Like, you're straight as straight, right? Like, if you're straight, you're straight. That's it. That's the whole shebang, man. It's just the way that it is. All right. Anything else, Breakman? Slagar says, "What's Pornhub?" Come on, Slagar. All right, Breakman. Anything else?
Some closeted gay people are the worst enemies of other gays. I mean, just throughout history, we've got proof of just closeted gay people enacting.
Every time I've gone to
dating
Pornhub,
laws.
it's based on my previous searches, not stuff being pushed on me through an algorithm. Supposedly, that has to be false because it's only going to give me what I've looked up before.
Link the video, Scotoma. I want to take a look at that after the show. All right.
I mean, think about, if anything, straight porn pushes lesbianism.
Yeah, like
Not
a
gay
video of a person saying this isn't the same thing as whether or not it's actually happening.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
somebody trying to get clout.
Yeah, that's a false dichotomy, man. That's a fallacy, Scotoma. There's lots of fallacies that are involved here. But anyways, anything else, Breakman?
No, but I've always kind of found that weird that there isn't a separate section for lesbians. It's like they're in straight porn.
Yeah, somebody talking about it is different than the actual effects of that, Scotoma. Like honestly, let's be honest here, dude. All right,
yeah, that's somebody trying. You can try to do all you want, but
yeah, he can say he's doing this, but it doesn't prove that it's actually happening.
Right. All right. Anything else, Breakman?
Yeah, it's his goal, but he's gonna fail.
Yeah, it's failing. All right, Breakman. Anything else?
Okay, so for what he had quoted was he's going to try and put more. He wants more gay and trans stuff in straight porn or something like that. So let me get this straight. As a straight man, if you're watching a straight porn and all of a sudden there's trans porn in it, you're gonna just keep going with it.
That was my point. You'll just shut it off and go to the straight porn, right? I mean, but seeing it isn't gonna make you gay. I mean, it's like that's patently absurd. Like it makes no sense. Like,
do you think it's like just jerking off gonna make you gay? Because look, there have been tons of studies done, and there are a lot of straight women who like lesbian porn.
Yeah, and by the way, watching straight porn.
There are a lot of lesbians that like gay porn, but that's a different story.
And by the way, watching straight porn isn't going to make a gay person straight. I mean, it doesn't work that way. That's not a thing. That's not. I mean, and I know Breakman has seen plenty of straight porn, and I mean, you are who you are, is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Breakman, anything else?
A lot of porn. Just a lot of porn.
In general, me too, Break. So, all right. What else do you got?
No, that's enough. I'm just thinking about porn.
We all need to go to the porn sites after this, man. I know. All right. You know what we need to do, Breakman. I know.
Denying it was said, or that somebody would try to do something about it. It's just that even if you try, it's not going to work.
I've got an assignment for Breakman and Eric. You guys are only allowed to watch straight porn until next week, and let me know if it changes your views on the world. And right.
Well, most of the porn I watch already is straight, so I don't need to do anything.
They push porn on people to push the envelope on what they will watch. Come on, Scotama. They're stretches, man. Come on, dude. I like you a lot, Scotama.
But you can push it on people, but nobody's being forced to take it.
Right. And
even they can put it on the website all they want, but like I said, and like Frank said, if you're watching and they show something on there you don't like, you just shut it off.
Right.
Nope, this isn't what I want.
I've had plenty of times.
How many times have you been watching porn, Frank, for instance, where you're watching a video and it's just like, no, I'm done with this. I know it's happened to me tons of times.
There's been plenty of porn I've done that too. Like, I'm not into little person porn or midget porn. You know what I mean? Like, I
turn something and it turns into something else that you didn't expect, and you're like, nope, I'm out.
Right. Like, you just turn the fucking channel. It's not a big, like, in other words, if someone is pushing, let's say somebody's pushing,
right, and we're not disagreeing with you, Scotama, but we're saying it's not going to work.
Right.
You can't.
It's not.
Convert somebody.
He could say he's doing this, and he can continue to do it, but it's not going to have any kind of effect.
Right. You can say all you want that. I mean, look.
Him saying he made a video and that he's doing this and that he admitted to it is just him doing those things.
Let's say,
it's only proof of.
For instance,
what
if you're
saying.
looking at a video of two girls and you only want to see two girls, and all of a sudden another guy pops in, and that's
just because you say something is true doesn't
nope,
make
I'm
it
done
true.
with that. I didn't turn on for this.
I've seen plenty of gay porn.
I want two vaginas touching.
I've seen plenty of gay porn in the form of two women scissoring and doing everything under the sun, and that does that make, oh man, am I gonna be a lesbian, Breakman? Am I gonna become a lesbian? Oh shit.
Who are these people that are getting turned by porn, Scotama?
Can you say that for everyone?
We can't speak for everybody.
I'm not speaking for
everyone. I think
everyone.
most people will have the same opinion.
Yeah, I'm guessing 99%
saying,
of the people.
You see gay stuff on television, not even gay porn, just two gay people on television, that can make you gay.
If anything, getting if you're supposedly straight and you watch gay porn and you decide
I'm gonna become a
like
lesbian,
this,
Bernie.
that necessarily
I've seen too much lesbian porn.
But even if you came to the conclusion that you're gay and you get closeted because you can lie to yourself,
society, says I've seen porn stars saying they will turn people. Okay, I like those first time videos of lesbian and stuff like that. The thing is, those girls want to try it.
Right.
This isn't they're not. They say they're turning people, but the people they quote unquote turn wanted to do it.
Right. There's no turning.
Nobody's being raped. They already had these thoughts and feelings at some point.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. They were just closeted, which is fine. Being closeted
they might not
have been closeted. They might not have understood it. They might not have known that they had
possibly.
And I've seen porn videos where where characters will talk about like trying to make the world sapphic, but that's in the fiction of the narrative or whatever the video making, and I actually kind of hate those because they're kind of reckless because they give the LGBT a bad rap because they make Skonoma buy into these delusions.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the bottom line, you're born the way that you're born. That's it. I mean, that's all you have to say. There's no arguing in it. It's the way that it is.
Sexuality can be fluid, but it doesn't work that you watch a video and it converts you. That's not the way it works.
How dare you, Road Dog? You're exiled, you son of a
brain
bitch.
Chemistry. I don't.
How dare you, Road Dog, you son of a bitch. You're exiled. All right. Eric, I didn't see you had any Stinko.
No,
okay.
I mentioned it earlier about Paxton. I was gonna.
I already went on my corruption rant. I'm not going to delve into that anymore because I can go all fucking day with that bullshit and politicians and cops and shit like that. Las Vegas shooting, horrible. We've talked about it ad nauseum. I hate even talking about it anymore.
I think we need to do another free-for-all about the topics of critical thought.
Like we used to, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that, like logical fallacies. And,
yeah, because like I know you're talking to me off the air about it or whatever, and then we got into talking about new segments. But we've got a new audience now. I think we should cover some of those things again.
We can do that. Is that what your thought was, Eric? I think I got an idea.
But like I just thought I'd mention that.
Okay,
since we're
we'll talk off air real quickly about a couple of things that and my segment I think you guys are gonna like quite a bit. I just haven't named it yet, but it's really fun. And that's the thing. This show's fun. All right. And then let's move on to happier topics. It's been heavy up to this point. Let's do some happy stuff.
Sweet of the week.
How dare you, Road Dog, you son of a bitch. How dare you. All right, let's talk about some Sweetos, Breakman.
Gay midget porn. Like I don't want Skonoma to think we're coming down on him. Like
no. It kind of factual, right? I mean, it is factual. It's not kind of factual. You're born the way that you're born. The end, and that's it. I mean,
when they're talking about banning books and stuff like that, and we're fighting it. This is the reason because there's so much.
It's like I said earlier. It's no different than being born blind, deaf, or mute. It's just how it is.
And like Break said, there are a subset of human beings that are sexually fluid. So there's no. There's everything in between. You know what I mean? It's not cut and dry. But and as far as being born the way that you were, it is cut and dry. You were born the way that you were. All right, Sweetos, Breakman. Please give us some good, happy thoughts here.
Let me see here. What Sweetos do I have?
Road Dogs,
yes. This weekend is my favorite sporting event, Crosstown Shootout, and this time, for the first time in a very long time, I think my Bearcats might actually have a chance.
Bearcats and who?
They have yet to lose a game this season, and the Muskies are on a 3-game losing streak, and they've got some injured players. Bearcats have a shot. My fingers are crossed. I don't know why they are, because nobody can see them crossed, but they are. And another Sweeto goes to, this is probably the most surprising thing you're going to hear all day. Kentucky is officially the gayest state in the nation.
What?
It is. Kentucky by the Census Bureau, Kentucky has the highest rate of gay people of any state. The only DC is higher, but they're not a state.
Right.
So Kentucky has the highest percentage of gay people in this country.
And they are the most.
Is that why Kimberly Davis was so angry?
That's why Bashir wins, even though Mitch McConnell's got his shit so gerrymandered and stuff like that.
All right, well, great.
I think it's pretty damn hilarious. Nobody in Kentucky would probably believe that.
I know. You would think it's like, holy shit, man. That's.
No, nobody said there's not a level of confusion.
There's no confusion. There's no confusion,
especially when there was no literature and stuff like that, like the books they're trying to take out of schools now. And the reason I argue against stuff like that is because there's no gay class. There's no class to teach you what's Like the sex ed class doesn't deal with gay sex.
I didn't even have sex ed during high school. It
Yeah.
was terrible.
What a shame.
I'm surprised I know as much as I do.
Well, you decided to find out on your own, Eric.
Yeah, I decided to go online and learn stuff because I wasn't going to get it from school.
Yeah. All right. What other sweetos break?
The sex ed I got at the time didn't even acknowledge the existence of like. I mean, like there'd be like there's the subset, there's the homosexuals, but for the most part, like this is what
Road Dog. How dare you, Road Dog? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. He says now it comes out why Frank wants to move to Kentucky. Hell no, man.
I live on the border. I live right across the street from Kentucky.
Right. Oh man, there's no confusion, Scotoma. Look, this is a different discussion for another day, Scotoma. We have to move on. Anything else you got on Sweetos break?
No.
All right. Eric, any Sweeto?
No, I'm not gonna argue with a straight guy about being confused again anymore. Like
that sounds more like I want people to be straight, so I don't want them to learn that they might not be straight.
No, I mean you kind of know as like most people know
but
as a kid,
not. Like I said,
or maybe you don't.
Yeah. Like there was no support or education for me as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, like the only gay people I saw were like Little Richard. That's about it, you know. The dude in Mannequin movie.
Wait a minute. McCarthy. What's his name? McCarthy. Andrew. What was his name? Andrew McCarthy.
No. The Hollywood.
Oh, the black Hollywood. Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right.
Like I'm not confused about my status as being a non-binary gender person.
Right. There's no confusion. It
just took me years to understand that such a thing was possible.
Yeah.
And I had to accept it that's where I laid on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Some people will always question and deal with confusion and stuff like that. That's something that I'll always deal with.
Hey, that's life. Like I'm 40 and I still don't know what I want to do with my life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, there's a good analogy. Like some people to this day don't know what they want to do with their life.
I've got a better idea than I did even 10 years ago, but I still, don't really know what I'm doing with my life.
I don't think anybody really knows what they're doing with their life until it comes to the end, really. And
Which
even
is
then,
why certain people want to establish order despite what that might do for others, inconvenienced or not.
Yeah. Freak5 says, my Sweeto, I've spent the last 5 days doing nothing but eat, sleep, play video games, read, and watch TV. Oh, that's pretty awesome, man.
They have like mild COVID where it doesn't affect his taste buds.
Yeah, so the opposite of what I did, not video games this week. That's pretty good, man. Who are you? You are who you are. Nobody should shame you for who you are.
Road Dog. For work next week.
Right. I think I got COVID, guys. I can't go out on the road. I can't do anything.
All
right.
Home. Fuck.
I know. Shit. Well, I can't work because I'm really sick. I'm really sick.
I can't type. Both of my arms are broken.
Both of my arms are
coughing.
broken.
I know. I can't reach my mouth to cover my cough.
Have you?
So horrible.
Have you
Double
guys?
income, no kids. Yes, we've heard of dinks.
Yeah. All right. My Sweeto of the weeks is confronting an idiot cop. Actually, I had an opportunity on my other channel. I'm not going to get into it, but it's one of my favorite things in the world to do is just giving cops education. I love it. If you guys want to see some videos for the ages, just look at K-Dot's channel, DJ K-Dot The Party, and my channel, Mexican Long Hair, and you guys will see some pretty damn fucking good fine work if I don't say so myself. It's a new TikTok trend, Scotoma says. Freak5 says, last Saturday was my company's holiday party. I won $100 cash and an Ancestry DNA test. Let me save you the time, Freak5. You're a son of a bitch. How about that? There you go. All right.
You're like the assholes and idiots.
All right, let's.
You got $100 more than me. You're an asshole.
Right, exactly. That's exactly the point. Let's go to free for all.
It's a free for all. Little bit. Yeah, it's a free for all. Wow. Suck it.
Road Dogs is exiled. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right, let's get to the tourney. We only got 2 more weeks, this week and next week of the tourney, to determine the greatest holiday movie of all time. Breakman, take us away.
Let's go ahead and get right to it because it's already late. I can't believe how late it is. There are 16 teams left, and we're going to go start with one of the greatest.
Freak 5 is exiled, you son of a bitch. Sorry, Breakman. I had to.
And the one that deals with the most scrutiny for whatever fucking stupid reason, Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie. Anybody who argues otherwise is an idiot. Versus Home Alone, which is a kid with idiots for parents. Really.
Yeah, exactly. By the way,
really, the kid's the smartest goddamn character in the whole movie, which is pretty sad.
I know. Hey, I'm gonna take away one of Scotoma's exiles because he said I did a great job on my last cop confrontation. It was like his balls dropped. He said. So see, I giveth and I can taketh away, Scotoma. You know. So there you go.
Wait, did you know because the octave of the cops went down?
Well, I mean, if you watch the video, Eric, I think Scotoma's onto something. I basically just watch the video. It's a great video. It's one of my proudest achievements so far. So, you know. All right, let's vote here.
Okay. So Die Hard versus Home Alone. Frank, you can go ahead and start this one.
It's fucking Die Hard, dude. This is not even close. I love Home Alone, but Die Hard is just on another level of holiday movies. It's definitely a Christmas movie. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Die Hard, for me, it's a no-brainer.
I'm voting for Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Agreed. Absolutely fucking
All
agreed.
right.
Home Alone was a funny movie, but you go back and watch it as an adult, and it's just like you want to yell at the TV because the kid's smarter than everybody, but all the stuff he does just really wouldn't work. It doesn't make sense, and his parents are just so terrible. So fucking terrible.
They are. Road Dogg says my porn stash video was the best video I got. I don't know. It's debatable now, Road Dogg. I'll leave it up to the people to decide, you know. What are you showing us?
What porn stash video?
Oh, yeah, there's a cop that has a porn stash that I just basically took to school. It's pretty good. How dare you, Freak 5, son of a bitch.
Anyway, so Die Hard is going to move on easily, as it should. Fuck you, Home Alone. I mean, sorry, Kevin. Next, we have Miracle on 34th Street, which I think is the absolute classic of all Christmas movies. Of course, we didn't include the TV specials like, Frosty New Year and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So these are really just movies. Versus I think, kind of underrated, sort of an action comedy movie dealing with the
Road Dogg's exile.
Of trying to find the one special gift on Christmas is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad go toe to toe and Jingle All the Way. Eric, you start this one.
Gonna vote for. I've not seen the original Miracle on 34th Street, so I'm going for Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, you saw the terrible remake. I saw that remake. I was so angry at that remake. I gotta go with Miracle on 34th Street. I'm not the one.
I didn't even watch it intentionally. It's like something that like my class in I think second grade showed us because we had a film for Christmas for the Christmas party that we watched.
Wow. And you were young enough to see it in second grade. Okay. Anyway, I feel old. Thanks. Very good. I'm not like usually big on like the old black and white movies and stuff like that. But
wait, it might not have been second grade. It might have been fourth.
Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better.
I'm not. All I remember is I was on the second floor, so it was one of those two classrooms.
Okay.
Breakman, that was an all-time classic moment, bro, and you don't even realize it. That was so good.
Miracle on 44th Street is, to me, one of the absolute classic of all movies. I gotta go with that one. Frank, yours right here.
Wait a minute. Road Dogs is saying something here. He says, hey, Frank, Tammy wants to know, how many times do you say that before you really do it? What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand.
Exiling. Maybe?
I mean, when they come in with those mailbags and just dump them all over the court, I love that scene.
Okay, Freak 5 has a great comment here. He says, "Hurry up with the tourney. I want to watch some lesbian porn." You know what, Freak 5, I'm taking away an exile from you for that too, man. There you go. All right, I'm the tiebreaker on this one. I love Miracle on 34th Street. I think it's a wonderful movie, but I gotta say, man, Jingle All the Way is a fucking underrated movie. This is my dark horse to win the whole thing. I'm going with Jingle All the Way.
Oh no. Okay.
Yep.
I like Jingle All the Way. I love Sinbad. I think he's fantastic, and I think he's highly underrated. But yeah, okay. Jingle All the Way moves on. Nothing soon. Yeah, whatever. You can celebrate all you want in the other room.
I should have taken the time to watch Miracle on 34th Street, maybe.
No, you didn't take the time to watch fucking what's that movie called? Krampus. So fuck that. You're going on the seat of your pants here, Eric.
I'll make up for it while watching it after the show.
Yeah, I hope fucking Krampus makes it through. I doubt it, but let's go. What do we got?
Okay, next we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey dressed up in some heavy green makeup versus National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Frank, do you have that rant? We should have got prepared.
Oh, shit. Man, okay, hold on. You keep talking, Breakman.
Okay. So National Lampoon's Christmas is basically what happens when you're home on vacation, Christmas vacation, stuck with your family, and your in-laws show up, and of course they all suck, and everything can possibly go wrong. Your boss is an asshole. You've been waiting for your Christmas bonus. Instead, he gives you a goddamn fruitcake or turkey or some shit. I forget what it was. It was some stupid gag prize, essentially. But your cousin gives you the best present ever as he goes and kidnaps your boss. You know,
Yeah.
the right way.
Okay, here's what we're talking about for those that are keeping score at home. This is Clark Griswold's holiday rant.
Hey! If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
I'm gonna go ahead and start that. The rant is so fucking epic. It makes the entire fucking movie worth it. So I gotta go with that. And then the best part about it, or I shouldn't say the best part, but a special part of that is his cousin goes and gets his boss and wraps and puts a bow on him.
Yeah. Oh man, whose turn is it, Break?
You're fine.
It's got to be that, man. I love How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I think it's an underrated Christmas movie. I disagree. I don't think it's too long. I think it's great, but National Lampoons for me. Eric?
National Lampoons.
Freak 5 and Road Dogs are exiled.
Wait, why does it say How the Grunge Stole Christmas? How the Grunge.
You picked Grinch over National Lampoons, or did you pick?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I misspelled
it says
Grinch.
Grunge.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. What do we
Next,
got?
We have another Christmas movie, despite what the haters say. I mean, there's a giant fucking Christmas tree in the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Batman Returns.
Didn't the first Batman movie also feature Christmas, if I'm not
No.
mistaken?
No, just in the winter time,
Okay.
but not Christmas. No, but
No, hold on a second. The first, remember the Bat Dance and they were doing a parade and all that shit? That wasn't during Christmas on the first Batman movie?
the parade was that was the Joker luring everybody in to say, hey, who's
right.
better, me or Batman?
All right.
That was the Joker's parade. That had nothing to do with the holiday.
All right.
The Joker just being an asshole spreading his gas.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Batman Returns Christmas movie versus, probably the best modern classic Christmas movie, Elf. It's fantastic. Will Ferrell's meant to play this role. I don't see anybody else being able to play it. That being said, I'm not going to start. Frank, you can start.
It's Elf. It's not even close, man. Batman Returns shouldn't have never went out of the first round, but it's Elf.
Danny DeVito.
No,
Christopher Walken.
No, it's
Elf.
It's Elf. Elf.
And the
by
best
far.
Christmas outfit ever.
Far superior movie, Elf. Moving on.
I mean, the Catwoman outfit's the best Christmas outfit.
I agree, but Elf is still a better movie. Moving on.
Eric?
Elf.
Elf. Okay, I guess I'm gonna coalesce. I'll go with Elf.
Yeah, of course you're gonna go with Elf. It's a better movie, man, by
It's
far.
a better Christmas movie. I don't think it's the better movie, but it's a better Christmas.
Are you kidding me? You don't think Elf is a better movie than Batman Returns? You're out of your mind, Brakeman. How
I
dare
love
you?
Batman Returns.
I like it. I like it too, but it's nowhere in Elf's stratosphere, man. Come on.
Wow. Just wow. Anyway, disagree more, but let's go on. We have one of the few remaining non-Christmas holidays, Groundhog's Day. Bill Murray again, because, wait, no, I guess we already eliminated him earlier. Never mind, he wasn't in this first round. I think he might. No, there's another Bill Murray. Okay, there's still one more Bill Murray movie in this one besides Groundhog's Day. He's going up against Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr.'s Christmas movie. Hollywood and murder and chicken and Santa Fe outfit. Yeah. Eric, sorry.
I'm voting for Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, Groundhog's Day is really just a great movie all around. Even if it wasn't based on around the holiday, it's just it hits the feels. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you laugh at some points, it makes you want to cry at other points, and you empathize with how I shouldn't say empathize. You sympathize with the struggle he's going through. Like, you watching him repeating the same day and just wanting to get away from it and knowing you can't.
Yeah,
it's frustrating. Frank.
It's not even close, man. It's Groundhog's Day all the way, all day long, and twice on Sunday.
All right. Groundhog's Day moves on. Great movie. Next we have, and we're down to just last 3 fights here. The Poseidon Adventure, as the preacher Gene Hackman saves the day and saves the stragglers and survivors of a ship disaster. A Titanic-like disaster. Versus The Nightmare Before Christmas, the musical Jack Skellington and his Skellington. Skellington, right?
Skellington.
Sorry. And his mischievous attempts to steal Christmas, which doesn't go as planned. I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. I think Poseidon Adventure was probably Gene Hackman's best role.
I disagree. I think French Connection, but I'll talk more about it.
Okay. I mean, that was a good role, but he's such a hero in Poseidon Adventure. Without being like a superhero, you know what I mean? Like, he feels like you naturally want to follow him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give away any spoilers, even though the movie's like 50 years old at this point. I think it came out in 74-ish, I want to say.
Yeah, I think you're right, Break.
Anyway, I'm going to go with Poseidon Adventure. It's not your traditional Christmas movie. This is a survival movie for the most part. And scary and heartbreaking in a lot of ways. Frank, you're next.
As I said before, Breakman, I think Poseidon Adventure is one of the most underrated movies, period, of all time. I think it's great. That being said, I can't go against my better nature and pick against one of the greatest holiday movies of all time, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's fantastic, regardless of what Break says. I think it's on another level as far as Christmas movies. Great, and you have the added bonus of all the Halloween shit involved in it and stuff like that. It's a fantastic musical. It's fun for the entire family. It's fun for adults. It's fun for kids. It's just a great all the way around movie. and I have to pick Nightmare Before Christmas. It's just a great movie.
I'm gonna vote for Nightmare Before Christmas as well.
Wow, didn't even stop to think about that. Nightmare Before Christmas moved on.
Poseidon. Now, this isn't taking nothing away from Poseidon Adventure, Breakman. It's a great. I just said it's one of the most underrated movies of all time. It's a great movie. Mm-hmm. But you're wrong about it being Gene Hackman's best role. There's two roles that I could probably argue that are better. One is Superman, and the other is French Connection for sure. I think French Connection is a fantastic movie.
Fun as Lex Luthor, but I've just seen better Lex Luthor since then. You know.
Really? Name me one, and we'll talk about it.
Cartoon versions of Lex Luthor.
No cartoon versions, regular real life versions.
Okay. Who have we had as Lex Luthor? John Cryer. He's fantastic as Lex Luthor.
Cryer, you're putting Cryer up against
yeah.
No fucking way. Not even close. Not close.
He encompasses Lex. Jesus Christ. I can't even speak right now.
He's a great Lex Luthor, man. I mean, he's just like fucking perfect, man.
Imagine if they had Gene Wilder to Lex Luthor.
Oh my God, Gene Wilder would have been fantastic in that role. Freak 5 is exiled, you son of a bitch.
He's great at that, like 180, like Happy the Angry. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and then, like he did in Young Frankenstein. He's like, no matter what, do not open this door. And he's just, open the door, let me out.
And by the way, Freak 5 makes a great point in favor of Nightmare Before Christmas for you to chomp on, Breakman. It has 2 holidays in it and a cameo of a third. So that's a great way of thinking about that movie. It features 2 prominently, 2 holidays in it, plus a cameo of a third.
Yeah, well, we're down to 4 movies. Let's get this ball rolling. Next, we have Krampus, the quote-unquote horror comedy movie. Fuck it. This is the movie I didn't want to review because fuck, I hated that movie.
Oh my God!
Krampus sucked ass. I do not know why you guys like that movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
So good.
Frank and all the chatters were telling me it was great.
So fucking good.
Movie. It was terrible.
No, it wasn't. How dare you?
Do you make sure to watch the one that has Tony whatever in it?
Tony Collette? Did you watch the Tony Collette one?
That's the 2015 one, by the way.
You might have watched the wrong Krampus, Breakman.
From 2015?
The one with Tony Collette and Adam Scott?
Yeah, that is the 2015 one.
Okay, all right.
It's on Hulu.
And you still think it sucked? How dare you, man?
Mr. Breakman, what did you think about Krampus? She gave me the nastiest look. Well, we were both agreed. Krampus sucked. We don't know what you guys thought.
You both can be wrong.
I didn't
That's
watch
fine.
it.
No, I'm not talking about it.
You both can be wrong. That's fine. No problem.
Anyways, Krampus is going to get his ass kicked by Lethal Weapon. I'm Lethal Weapon all the way.
I'm going with Krampus. I think Krampus is a great holiday movie, and the end is fucking phenomenal in that movie. And I'm surprised you didn't take the time to admire the ending, Breakman.
I like the ending better than a happy ending, but it's still like it's like, to me, Fight Club. Like, it had a great ending, but the ending doesn't make up for the 2 hours of shit I saw before.
How dare you, man? That's a great movie. How dare you? I can't believe you, Breakman. I don't even know you, man.
Great ending, great twist, but what came before? Like, why did I watch the rest of it?
I don't even know you, man.
I'm just gonna be a jerk and vote for Krampus because I'm gonna watch the movie, and then if I don't like it, I'll vote against it next week.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's the greatest thing Eric ever did, man. That is fantastic, Eric. Good for you, man. Good for you.
I can't go on.
I don't really feel like Lethal Weapon's a holiday movie anyway.
Adding insult to injury at the end, Eric. There, you actually
they have a fight in his front yard with the Christmas tree, like the lights and all that. Oh my god,
that's actually true, and it is a holiday movie. But man,
It's
Eric,
so ancillary to the rest of the film,
Eric-
though, that it might as well not be.
Eric,
no, it is because like if it happens at his home, you know, like his family,
Eric,
like that.
Eric made my whole year right there, man. Fantastic.
I'm only doing this so I can give myself enough time to watch the film and decide whether or not I like it next week.
Eric, you know all the exiles I gave you during the year? All of those are gone, bro. They're all gone. No
Not
exiles.
that mean anything.
Right. Mrs. Bergman's correct. She said you have bad taste.
Hell no. That's a great movie. Krampus is a great movie, man. How dare you? You both are wrong.
He eats glass. And
Hey,
up and
Breakman,
shit.
Breakman, guess what? Krampus is moving on, just like you should, to the next matchup,
It's not
Breakman.
craziness. Like, Mel and dude, you're still not crazy.
Frank wants to do the movie. Frank does the Krampus. How dare you, Road Dogs? How dare you?
Break is too old for this shit.
Yeah, Break doesn't even care anymore. Gremlins versus Ghostbusters 2. Frank, you can start the whole thing. Yes.
Oh my god, we just destroyed Breakman in one matchup, man. This is fantastic, man. Okay, Gremlins versus Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters 2.
I'm sorry,
Which is the New
Ghostbusters
Year's
2.
Eve movie. So this is the only one that's not. This and Groundhog's Day are the only two non-Christmas movies left.
I'm going with Gremlins, man. I mean, I can't go against Gremlins. It's not only a fantastic movie, it's another family movie. It is a Christmas movie. I hate life. How dare you, Breakman? It's not that bad. Calm down, man. I mean, there's plenty of movies that have fallen, like fucking Strange Days should have been to this round, and you fuckers voted again. How dare you? Freak says it will be so funny next week after watching Krampus. Eric realizes that. How dare you? I guarantee Eric is gonna like that movie. I'm saying it right here and now. I'm calling my shot. So there you go. All right. Apparently, Freak 5 sent me a picture. Let me see what this shit is about. Hold on. It is a picture of his goddamn dinner. How dare you, Freak? It looks like maybe burritos and I don't know what the fuck else. It looks fantastic. Fuck you, Freak 5. You're exiled, you son of a bitch. All right.
Krampus is another movie about bad parenting, you know, like
How dare you?
in Home Alone they like abandon their kid, and this one they let their teenage daughter go out in the blizzard, walking up, go by herself to her boyfriend's house during the worst blizzard in town's history. Like what the fucking idiotic shit is that? Like
You know how Breakman.
You're idiot.
You know how Breakman. You can tell Breakman is older. He fucking bitches about parenting in movies. All right, I picked Gremlins, man. I think Gremlins is a fantastic movie. I love Ghostbusters too, but Gremlins is a better movie. Better holiday movie too.
Gremlins as well.
Ghostbusters 2 is one of my favorite movies. So.
Gremlins.
I like Ghostbusters 2 quite a bit. I think it's great.
But I have no lust for life anymore. I'm good.
We have crushed Breakman's spirit, Eric. I think next week we need to vote with Breakman at least a couple of times just to pick up his spirits, man. Holy shit. Crushing. All right, so next week, what do we got here, Breakman?
Next week we have Die Hard versus Jingle All the Way, National Lampoon's Christmas versus Elf. That should be good. Groundhog's Day versus Nightmare Before Christmas, Krampus versus Gremlins. So that's actually a really good matchup.
Yeah.
It's the kind of the horror Christmas movies versus each other.
Yeah. How dare you, Miss Breakman, try to taint the jury pool with, you're shouting out Gremlins there. How dare you? How dare you do that? Don't encourage Breakman. You just
everybody with Gremlins. You're forcing us.
I love Gremlins.
I love Gremlins too, but Krampus is pretty good. That's all I'm saying. Not gonna make any predictions now, but I think if Eric likes the movie Krampus might be going all the way. I don't know.
Eric's the only one. Eric, you're gonna have to watch
Please watch
Krampus.
the movie.
You're gonna have to be the tiebreaker because Frank loves it.
Please watch it.
I
I
love
hate
it,
it,
man, and
so-
I don't know. This is a tough matchup for me. I don't know. I'm not going to say who I'm going to pick, but to me, it's tight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next week. You guys are going to have to see. We got fantastic matchups. We're finishing up next week, right? Break.
Yep.
All right, we're going to finish the tourney next week, and then we're going to have a couple of free-for-all discussions, I think.
Let me see, how many Fridays do we have left? We have 3 Fridays
Yep.
left, so we do that, and then we have 2 weeks to talk about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah. But I promised the audience a break before we got on the air, or before we started the show, that we're going to have new segments next year, and that's pretty exciting. We're going to get away from tournaments for a little bit. We might have a tournament here and there, but new segments for the new year. So that's pretty exciting. I forgot how much I like Mrs. Breakman's voice. Freak5 says she should join Bernie on her ASMR segment. How dare you? You know what Freak5 wants? He wants scissoring action between ladies and an ASMR that's what he
All
wants. How dare,
he's trying to angle it no matter how he gets it. He's working it.
how dare you, Road Dogg? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. I think Road Dogg snuck in and took the exile title today, you son of a bitch. Okay, all right, let's we got to get out of here. Actually, we got to talk about some shit off the air. So let's do our plugs and get the fuck out of here. Breakman, what you got for us?
I can't plug anything because I don't have anything except this.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there you go. All this time with Harmy, and he still hasn't gotten any better. How dare you, Breakman? All right, Eric, your plugs, please.
You can find my written reviews on BostonBashBrigade.com or the audio reviews for the feed. I didn't get around to doing anything this week, but maybe tomorrow, because it was a hectic 5 days of work, and I just wanted to play Lords of the Fallen and do nothing else.
All right.
But there's so if you like either of those two things, you can go to my Patreon and you can support me if you want. As little as $1 would help out. The link to that is in my Twitter or Blue Sky profiles, which is @ArcRPG. And that's it.
All right, I want to plug Freak5's OnlyFans, where this week he will be diddling a harmonica. No, just kidding, Freak5. It's going to be a cello. No, I'm just kidding.
Not my harmonica.
I want to plug my other channel, Mexican Longhair. Check it out, guys. There's some good content on there for sure. Subscribe if you're so inclined. Let's see. Freak5 Chaos, I want to thank Skodoma for being in there. Slagar was in there as well, and Road Dogs Media for being in the chat, as well as our lurkers like 00 or 00 Emily, 01 Ella, HV Days, a Lonely Girl, Alicidra, another TV viewer, Anthony Opizin or something like that, ASMR Miyu, A10, Commander Root, Donk7, and Drapsnat. Thank you all so much, and everybody listening on the archives, thank you as well. All right, gentlemen, anything else before we take off? Freak5 is exiled, you son of a bitch. Anything else, gentlemen?
Plug Krampus.
Make sure you watch Krampus. That's another plug. So there
Yeah,
you go.
Eric, you have to watch Krampus. You need to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, for sure.
35, he comes back and he's like, eh. Like,
I know.
"Eh, it wasn't bad.
I know, and then he's just right in the middle, so it could go either way. That'd be funny. I need to find a Krampus fleshlight to send to Frank for Christmas. Jesus Christ, Freak5. All right, that's all we got for this week. Stay safe this week. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody. Elizabeth! Come and see Elizabeth! All right, everybody in chat, thank you. Freak5 says, did you ever send me a sample of this year's crop? I did not, Freak5. Send me your address again. I need to get a vacuum sealer just to be extra super safe, Freak5. So just send me your address, man. We'll talk. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Everybody listening on the archives, we really appreciate your views. But